there, ladies and gents. Pops here. Welcome back to Elmcreek in Farming Simulator 2025, where today we are heading towards the end of November, about to jump into December, and we have a couple of things we need to do before the month changes. First thing we need is we've been working our butts off during the second part of November doing some contracting work, so we need to get our invoices settled for that. So we'll do that first, and then we'll be able to have a look at our bank balance. It's currently 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so unless there's anything quite drastic to do, see, that might be worth it. 14,000 for that, look. It's a big old field, but it's 14 grand. We're ignoring the harvesting contracts this time of the year because it's spinach, carrots, parsnips, green beans and sunflowers. Sunflowers isn't so bad, but by and large, and that's only £1,000. By and large, that's an absolute nightmare. I am tempted by the baling one. Bale wrapping. No, let's move on. Right. These are all completed contracts. So let's get these accepted. We have 10 grand. Let's collect these. Like so. And we now have 96,000 in the bank, which all looks a little bit healthier. Okay. I think it's probably time to move on. Let's get ourselves into December, and then we can start looking at what the December jobs might be. And it's snowing. We've had a bit of a lie-in. It's 9:30 already. But the snow is coming down. So first thing I want to do is walk in the right direction. So that's going to make the job so much easier. And if you remember, we do have a greenhouse here which is automatically selling lettuce. Okay, the water is down to 4,000 litres out of a potential 20,000. So our job number one is going to be to get the tanker hitched up, get it filled with water, get the greenhouse sorted. Mo has been left out on contract again. That needs to come back. Okay, let's get this tanker hooked up. It doesn't actually tell us there what's in it. And the answer is nothing, so let's go and fill it with water. Okay, get it filled up and I'll see you at the greenhouse. Okay, so this should take all but about 4,000 litres, 4,095 to be exact. I think what we'll do is, while we've got the tanker attached, we'll refill it before we put it away, and then it's ready to go next time. So I'll just fill it up again. Get this put back into storage. And then we shall be going across the road over there to have a look at what our options are. I sort of wish the weather had been better. But hey ho, we have a plan. Well, I say that. We don't really have a plan. I'm making this up as we go along, but let's pretend we have a plan. And we're going to stick to it. So I just remembered we haven't left the mower out on contract. We brought it back because obviously the first obvious thing to do with all this new land is to mow the grass and collect it up. Now, not 100% sure that that's going to work all right in December, but we shall give it a try and we will see what happens. We also appear to need to take this to the jet wash at some point in the not too distant future. Right, start her up. The weather is grim. Okay. Let's see how we go. Right. It's that little patch done. While we're here, guess we may as well do some of this, since it belongs to us. The central reservation doesn't belong to us, but the equivalent of this bit on the other side, on the next to the other slip road, that does. So again, we could use it to collect some more grass. I guess there's actually a fairly good argument that says we're not this desperate for more grass, but it's growing and it's free, so we may as well pick it up. Right. Let's run this back up to the farm. Oh. Somebody seems to have parked a lot of equipment in the way. Never mind. Give it a quick wash down. Certainly seems to need it. %, dirty. Time to get this put away for the winter. Like so. Blimey, it's quiet when it stops. Okay. So next up, we need to find ourselves. Just got a door? No. What have we got on here? Forklift. Pallet fork. It occurs to me we probably don't need this anymore. We should maybe look to selling that. Let's do one job at a time. So next up. All the grass we've just cut on the new bit of land. All needs picking up. And plonking into the fermenters. Now hopefully this is fairly straightforward and we haven't made too much of a rod for our back, it being on a slope and everything. That looks okay. Right. I shall get all this grass picked up. And we'll see what sort of a total we come up with. Last little bit. And we have 150,000 litres. Let's get this deposited. And we'll have a look, see what we've now got in the fermenters. This one's got nearly 400 litres of 400,000 litres of grass and just over 100,000 litres of silage. Very similar story in the other one. So I think the next job is going to be getting the silage we've already got just move this out of the way a bit. Getting the silage we've already got, getting that sold. And then we'll have a true idea of what money we've got in the bank. So we'll take just over 100,000 litres out of this one. And we'll back her up, do the other one. So it's given us the full 200,000 that the trailer can hold. Let's get this to the animal dealer. Hopefully it gives us another 40 grand or so in the bank. We will soon find out. Right, here we go. $45,289, thank you very much. Let's get this back. Another job ticked off the list. So just turning back to this bale trailer. I think we are going to sell it. Oh my lord, if we can work out how to successfully reverse up to it. Let's get it down to the shop. And once we're there, there is in fact something else we need to consider buying. Okay, let's pull this in here. Jump out. Do the quick repair. It's worth 43,500. Which is better in our bank than not. Now then, we need to go to the shop. because forestry. I would like one of these. God, that music's good when it stops. Yeah, simple as that. We need a winch. The reason we need a winch will become apparent shortly. Right, we are just going to leave this here somewhere for the moment. Like so, as you will be able to see from the... Turn the beacons off. As you will be able to see from the top right hand side, we have been called to action to do a cultivating contract, which I think is the only contract we will be doing today. The kit is back at the shop, so we'll go and get that picked up. And we'll put an AI worker on it so that can happen in the background before we come back down here. It's a lovely chunky piece of kit we've been given to borrow. Certainly sounds good. So this isn't going to move very quickly, but it's not far. I do think this is probably the only contracting we'll do in December. But this one's worth a few quid, so it was worth picking up. So this is field 56 next to us now. '57 is the one after it, obviously, and more to the point, 58 is the one after that, and that is the one we want. Okay, it is this one here. This weather is horrible. Put a worker on. So that we can go back to our own farm and start the next phase. On the new piece of land we have, apart from the grass we've just been looking at, quite a few trees. Quite sure how far back we go, but all this is ours. And all these trees could be put to use. So one thing we are going to do with our money. And again, this isn't going to be a large part of our business. But we may as well get some money out of these trees if we can do. So we are going to have a look at a sawmill. But the thing is, it is never going to be a big part of our business. So I think, just for now, we might go just for the small version. Like so. And what we do have is a winch on the back of the tractor. The reason we bought the winch. And a fishing rod. A fishing rod? Why do we need a fishing rod? There we go. A chainsaw. Let's pick a couple of hefty looking trees. Come on, you can do it. Keep going. Okay. We all keeping our fingers crossed that this is going to work. Now we got it. And just like that, it disappears. Okay. So this is the bigger one. And hopefully we've learned how to do this. So, if you're on PC, press R. Yeah. Press B and it... Ooh, too heavy. Okay, makes sense. We need to chop her up. Sort of hoping that was going to collapse at that point, but it didn't. Let's jump back in the tractor. Try that again. Press R to get the winch. Press B to attach. Drive towards sawmill. Wood should disappear. Haha! Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, a couple more goes like that. Oh, I think this is actually gonna work. Yeah. Final bit. Come on. Yay. Now we're going to do this without destroying our own sawmill. Ooh. Okay, let's just check how much wood it can take and how much wood it's got in it. So herein lies our problem. But it's not really a problem because I think if we just leave that tree there, once the wood goes down, the tree will disappear into the sawmill. So in the meantime, we need to make something. No idea what the big differences are, so I'm just going to go like that. We'll go storing. We'll have to sort out a trailer and forklift and whatever, but we've got the front loader for the New Holland, which has got a pallet fork on it. Yeah, we'll leave that as it is. Unsightly as it is actually now producing maybe if I can find the right tool, maybe we chop this tree up a bit. Well, unsightly as it is, hopefully it should work. As space occurs, these bits should disappear into the sawmill, and we'll have to come back and maybe move some bits closer. But for the moment, it's doing its thing. So that tree that's sat on there, and one of those thinner, much smaller trees, was enough to fill it up. So if we do stick with this small one, you were never going to run out of trees. We'll see how it goes. We might at some point go down a proper sawmill production line, see if we can make some money out of it. For the moment, this is just a case of using some resources. Next big project is going to be this bit of land here. In the meantime, our hired help is making good progress on the cultivating job. Just the remaining 3 sides of the headland to do, and that'll be a little bit more cash in the bank. That's the contract done. Let's get this back to the shop and the money in the bank. Next up is going to be deciding what we do with the rest of this land. But I've had enough of this weather now, so that is for another day. Thank you very much for sticking with me. Be good, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon.